In 1992, a soft drink company printed something wrong, and overnight, hundreds of thousands of people believed they were millionaires. By the end of that week, the streets were burning, people were dead, and Pepsi was under siege. This wasn't a scam, it was worse. It was a mistake. In the early 1990s, in the Philippines, Coca-Cola dominated the soda market. Pepsi, minor league. So Pepsi launched something bold. Something simple, something explosive. They called it Number Fever. Every Pepsi bottle cap had a number printed inside it. Each night on TV, a winning number was announced. If your cap matched, you won cash. Small prizes for most numbers, but one number would win 1 million pesos. At the time, that was a life-changing fortune. Pepsi printed 2 top prize caps. They expected 2 winners. That was the plan. Big day. On May 25th, 1992, the 1 million peso winning number was announced on TV. That number was 349. And this part matters. Pepsi didn't announce the wrong number. The broadcast was correct. But what Pepsi didn't yet realize was that the number 349 had already been printed. Not twice, not dozens, not hundreds of times. Hundreds of thousands of 349 caps were now in circulation. Across the country, people started opening bottles and seeing the same number in the cap, 349. Entire neighborhoods thought they'd won. Families cried, people hugged strangers, some quit their job that night. Inside Pepsi's offices, panic set in. The system was finally checked and the truth came out. The winning number, 349, was supposed to appear on 2 bottle caps. 2. Instead, due to a printing error, it appeared on over 800,000 caps. Pepsi didn't have the money to cover that. Not even close. Paying everyone would bankrupt the company, so they made a decision. A terrible decision. They announced only certain 349 caps were winners. Everyone else would receive 500 pesos, not a million. It was about £3 back then. Here's where the story turns, because technically, Pepsi said they didn't owe the money. Buried in the fine print, most people never read, it said the number under the cap was not enough to win the 1 million pesos. The cap also had to have a specific security code, a validation mark, known only to Pepsi. Most of the 349 caps didn't have it. The rules also said all prizes were subject to verification. Pepsi could invalidate claims due to printing errors. Legally, this mattered. It meant Pepsi could say, you didn't lose, you were never a winner. The courts later agreed that people did not. To people who believed they'd just escaped poverty, 500 pesos felt like an insult. And worse, many had already spent money, borrowed against it, promised it, celebrated about it. The anger spread fast. Pepsi delivery trucks were attacked, bottles were thrown, factories were surrounded, protesters filled the streets demanding payment. Then it escalated. During the unrest, someone threw a homemade grenade at a delivery truck, a Pepsi delivery truck. It exploded, killing a school teacher and a 5-year-old child. Others were injured in stampedes and riots. By the time the riots ended, 5 people were dead, all because of a number printed on a bottle cap. This was no longer about soda. It was about trust and betrayal. Pepsi never paid the 1 million peso prizes. They stood by the fine print. Courts ruled in their favour. Most lawsuits failed. Eventually, the protests faded, the campaign ended, and Pepsi's reputation never fully recovered in the Philippines. Today, the disaster is remembered as the moment a company learned that accidental promises can be just as powerful as real ones. All it takes is one wrong print run and a line of fine print no one ever reads. Love to the Philippines, beautiful place, beautiful people. See you next time.